everyone, welcome to my digital classes. It's Shambhavi here and I am here with a beautiful poem, and the name of the poem is My Mother at 66, written by Kamala. She was one of the most popular poet at that time. She was the first Indian poet. She was from Kerala. She wrote many poems, short stories, etc. She wrote in her mother tongue Malayalam as well as in English. She receives many literary awards. Okay, let us see the introduction of the chapter. It's very interesting poem. Here the writer tells about the complication of relationship between humans. No one is alone on this earth. All the peoples are tied to each other in this relationship. Here the poet also describes the relationship between humans. And this poem is one of the best examples of bonding in humans, and especially the bond between a mother and her child. The bond between a mother and her child is the most lovable bond on this earth. No one wants to lose her mother. All the people want her mother always to be with her. And this poem is about the bond between a mother and her daughter. So here the poet has fear of losing her mother. Not only for the poet, each person has fear of losing his relationship. Okay, let's see the poem. Driving from my parents' home to Cochin last Friday morning, I saw my mother beside me, toes open-mouthed, her face ashen like that of a corpse, and realized with pain that she was as old as she looked, but soon put that thought away and looked out at young trees sprinting, the merry children spiling out of their homes. Here the poet tells about an incident of her life. She is driving with her mother from her parents' home to the Cochin airport. Her mother is sitting beside her. She is 66 years old. She looks at her carefully. She sits dozing with opened mouth. As we see her mother's face, which looks like pale and grey like ash, as we see everyone's skin becomes like this when they get old. And her mother is 66 years old. They became an old woman. So her skins look like pale and whitish like an ash. She gets stuck with the fear of losing her life. Here the poet shows love and care in relationship between a mother and a daughter. The lifeless and whitish face of her mother pains her heart. Now she became sad. She is not in a good mood and turns her attention outside the car from her mother. The outside scene was full of life, energy. Now her mood changes to see the fast moving of huge green trees and the children which looks happy and cheerful while moving out of their homes in groups. Looking these scenes, the poet is remembering her own childhood when her mother was young and beautiful, but now her mother is surrounded by the fear of losing her life. It made her insecure and sad. Now let's see the next stanza of the poem. But after the airport's security check, standing a few yards away, I looked again at her, fawn pale as a late winter's moon, and felt that old, familiar ache, my childhood's fear. But all I said was, "See you soon, Amma." All I did was smile and smile and smile. When they reaches the airport, now it's time of departure. Or you can say that it's time to say goodbye. It makes her sad. They have to undergo a security check. Standing a few steps away from her mother, she looks back at her old mother. Again she became sad to see the colorless, lifeless and whitish face of her mother. She is pained because of leaving her mother. Her childhood fear possesses her again. She is so sad. She starts crying by heart. but keeping a stone on her heart and hiding her tears, she gladly says goodbye, see you soon, Amma, and she expects her mother to be happy. At last, the conclusion of the poem. To conclude, my mother at 66 expresses around a beautiful relation between the poet and her mother. It is a short poem, but it has a great significance. It is a meaningful poem, and it shows how the beautiful relation between a mother and her daughter can help. We learn from this poem that we should look after our parents like this poet. And here your poem gets over. Okay guys, if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, comment and subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching.